On this. Right, guys, well, thank you very much for tuning in. It's Thursday evening at 7:30 p.m. Paula's raising a hand. Does that mean you can see me, Paula? That's great. We've got Phil on as well. Jackie, you can see Jackie as well. So in my traditional style, being the technophobe that I am, I have a separate webcam for my laptop, which I didn't bring to Tenerife with me. So I can't actually link up to my webcam on my laptop for some reason. So unfortunately, I can't tune my camera in this evening. But thank you very much for tuning in. As I say, I'm actually in Tenerife at the moment, just proving really that you can take your business literally anywhere with you. You know, it's very, very easy. I've got my laptop. Maybe remember your webcam if you don't have one built in. So it might be a little bit more successful than me. But, you know, that's how easy it is to build this business. What we're going to be talking about this evening is a new opportunity within the direct sales industry. Is with Canaway, and Canaway is the CBD company out there, if you haven't heard of them already. So it's a very, very exciting opportunity. I'm sure if you've tuned in this evening, you've already heard something about it already, and you're eager to learn more. Now, I'm lucky enough to have discovered Canaway back in October of 2017. Actually enrolled before we'd launched into Europe. So I'm very fortunate enough to do that. What an amazing journey it's been so far. Started off back in November then, scrambling away. I remember to get the team together, and I had 3 people by the beginning of January 2018. And by the end of last year, my team had grown to over 450 people. That meant that there was at least 450 people, not to mention the customers as well, that were getting amazing benefits from our products. So it really is a phenomenal way to spread the word with the business model that we have, which I hope you'll learn more about this evening. First off, though, I want to tell you a little bit about CBD, what CBD is, how it's derived, where it comes from, and maybe some of the negative connotations that are attached to it as well. Let's go. When I get my... There we go, right. So, the difference between hemp and marijuana, what is the difference? Because we are talking about healthy, not the high. We aren't talking about something that you use recreationally, something that you use for relaxing, to get high, to enjoy the stone feeling. We're talking about the health effects that it has on the body and how it affects the body as well. So let's recognize the difference between the two. You can see on the left, hemp is very tall, thin, reedy. It's almost bamboo-like. It can grow 10 to 20 feet high, whereas marijuana, it's short and bushy. It's grown for a high concentration of THC, which is a psychoactive compound in cannabis. And it is grown predominantly for its psychoactive effect. However, hemp is grown for high concentrations of CBD, cannabidiol, which is non-psychoactive. It doesn't get you high at all. Also, hemp has over 50,000 different applications. So it's an amazing, amazing resourceful plant, and it's definitely worth researching into more of what it can do for you. So some of the history of hemp, it dates back to 9,000 years ago. Hemp fabric was discovered in Turkey, which means that it was as old as Stone Age culture. So that's how long it's been important to our lives. Now, during the reign of Henry VIII, it was compulsory to grow a 1/4 acre of hemp for every 6 acres under cultivation in the UK. If you didn't do this, then you were actually fined, you were penalised and fined 6 months' wages. So that's how important it was during these times in our history as well. Now, when the European settlers went over to the United States in the early 16th century, they took hemp with them as well because they knew what an important staple it was. However, what happened was when the Drugs Enforcement Act was brought out in 1928, in the 30s, During the time of the Industrial Revolution, all the cronies of that time got together because they saw hemp as a threat. When you look at all the applications it has, the threats to paper, clothing, biofuels, plastics, there's so many applications for it, building materials. It was a threat. So what they did at the time was they lobbied together to put hemp in together with marijuana, so it was outlawed. It kind of looked the same. A lot of it was coming from Mexico at the time, and they made that illegal as well. So you can see records existed of hemp being used in World War One, but when it came to World War Two, like I say, it was mistaken as marijuana. It had all been bunched together at that time, so it never made it to us. Now, recently, and as recent as November last year, cannabis has become, and I use the word in the loosest sense of the terms, available on prescription in the UK. I know a lot of people have had trouble with that. From what I've read, I can see that it's only people who've gone through private care that have actually had success with that. But they are saying that it's for the first time ever. But if you do your research, you can look up that doctors were actually able to prescribe cannabis for medical uses in the UK until 1971. So very, very recently, it's been part of our medical society as well. I just want to make a disclaimer here. We aren't making any medical claims today. What we are talking about is a food supplement, and it supplements a system that we have in our bodies, a system that has been discovered by this man here, Dr. Raphael Mechoulam. If you like to do a bit of cannabis research, he's a great guy to check out. He's had his research funded by the American government for over 50 years. So the same government that says it has no medicinal purposes. So he was the first one to actually discover that you could isolate one of the compounds, one of the cannabinoids, which was THC, the psychoactive compound. Predominantly, up until more recently, most of the research around cannabis has been done around THC since Dr. Raphael Mechoulam started his research. But also he played an essential part in the discovery of the first endogenous cannabinoid and the second endogenous cannabinoid as well, so anandamide and 2-AG. These are very, very important parts of our body, and they play a crucial role in our body. I'll show you a little bit more about those in just a second. First, I want to explain what cannabinoids are. So the special compounds, and they're found in the cannabis plant family. Now, I mentioned earlier hemp, I mentioned marijuana. This is all part and parcel of the cannabis family. It's like citrus. You have lemons, you have oranges, you have limes. It's all part of the citrus family, but different fruits. These all come under the cannabis family, and they all produce cannabinoids. There are now 148 known and discovered cannabinoids. There's also nearly 400 other chemical type compounds in cannabis, which are common to all plants. That's like chlorophyll, terpenes, flavonoids, plant waxes, but a lot of these that are produced within cannabis are essential and play an essential role within our bodies as well. Cannabinoids and cannabinoid-like compounds are found in a handful of other plants as well, such as echinacea, flax, common tea, kava, and hops. So there are a lot of compounds that have cannabinoid or cannabinoid-like compounds. They will give you some benefits, very minor benefits, but they will give you some. So what about, that's from what we call phytocannabinoids. What about the system that we have inside our body? That's called the endogenous cannabinoid system. It's actually the body's largest self-regulatory system. It balances our mood, our sleep, our appetite, and even hormone production. It influences homeostasis, which means harmony of all your bodily functions. When your body's running at homeostasis, it means everything's running exactly as it should be. Now you can see from the diagram here, from the green parts of the body, those are the CB1 receptors. They're found throughout the brain and the central nervous system. They're all throughout our bodies, and they're designed to receive cannabinoids. Our body does produce cannabinoid-like substances, the ones we just saw there, CB1, CB2, the anandamide and 2-AG. However, we don't produce enough of them. We don't produce enough of them to supplement this system. The CB2 receptors regulate and maintain the immune system. So if you're maintaining the immune system, this is prevention rather than cure. Now, check this out, guys, for yourselves. You don't have to believe me. It's relatively new science. It's something that was only discovered in the 90s. But there are 12 systems in our body. The endogenous cannabinoid system does regulate and maintain all 11 other systems within our body. So a deficiency in the endocannabinoid system can upset the whole body's balance. This man here, Dr. David Allen, quotes, the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and it will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. This man's a retired cardiac heart surgeon, and he's saying this, that it's going to save more lives than surgery. Don't believe me? Check it out for yourself. The videos are on YouTube as well. He's got some amazing things to say about the ECS. This is a very interesting one to check out, and I know it upsets a lot of people when they see it. Just Google patent 507, but it's US government 6630507. That's right. Since 2003, the US government have had a patent on cannabinoids as antioxidants and neuroprotectants. Although they've said all this time that it has no medicinal benefits whatsoever, they've issued a patent, they've had a patent issued for 16 years now, stating that cannabinoids can be used as antioxidants and neuroprotectants. That means they can help age-related diseases, inflammatory diseases, autoimmune diseases. They can help people who've had incidents such as stroke or trauma. They treat neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease. There's people out there that are suffering with this that don't know that for 16 years there's been a patent. This isn't my word for it. I'm not making medical claims now. This is a lodged government patent that states that can help with these problems, and there's so many people that don't know about it. So this is why it's so important to spread the word, and this is why we're here today, to get this message out so more and more people can know exactly what we have in our body, what this system is, what this system does, and what it's capable of doing. So when you're looking at us and you're talking about our company, you're talking about a company of first. Now, this is in the center, Medical Marijuana Inc., our parent company. It was the first publicly traded cannabis company back in 2009. Under the umbrella, you have Axin Biotech, Canalife Sciences, Phytoanimal Animal Health, Real Scientific Hemp Oil, Hemp Meds Brazil, and Hemp Meds Mexico. These are our Latin American divisions, and coincidentally, their products are used on prescription, the same products we have here in Europe. Although I'm not saying that there is a medicinal product, I'm just saying it's just a coincidence, that's all. Because here in Europe, it's just a food supplement. Canaway, of course, it was formed in 2014. It's the direct sales arm from Medical Marijuana Inc. The very important thing to take from this is to know that Canaway was formed from the hemp company, the CBD company, because prior to 2009, none of the research that was being done around CBD was being done. We're the company that's pioneering the way with this. So we're the CBD company that decided to get into the direct sales space, not a direct sales network marketing company deciding to jump on the CBD bandwagon. Also, Echo Connection, that's our cause. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a second. So a company of first, why? Because we were the first to create a mainstream natural botanical CBD brand. What that means is any other brands that are out there are simply mimicking us. They're either a gimmick or a mimic. We were the first ones to do it. We're the original, we're the best. We're the first to launch a respected cannabinoid supplement and pharmaceutical line. There's no other company out there that has their products launched as a pharmaceutical line. We're the first to develop strict quality standards through rigorous triple lab testing. Prior to us starting this, that testing didn't exist. We invented it. We created that testing process. We're the first direct sales company to offer hemp products Prior to us doing it, no other company was out there in this space. We're the first as well, we're very proud to say, with a license to commercialise the 507 patent we were just talking about, to help work with Canna Life Sciences and Axin Biotech to help people with trauma, head injuries, to develop new products that can be very, very useful in this environment. We're also proud to say we're the first to address the United Nations and, more importantly, the World Health Organization about CBD. Back in November 2017, we stood up and spoke in front of the WHO and said to them that we recommend that CBD remain a supplement. Why do we recommend it remains a supplement and a food? That means because it's in the hands of everybody. Every man, woman and child, no matter where they are, everybody should have access to food. If it's a medicine, well, then you've got to jump through loopholes. You've got to listen to what the doctors have got to say. You've got to try other medications as well. So we're very, very proud to say that we're all part and parcel of this movement and the pioneers in this movement as well. When you're looking at a company, and especially a company in the CBD space, because companies will come, companies will go, companies are coming and companies have gone already. So many laws and legislations is changing at the moment. You need to be aligned with the company that's here to stay. You know, Canaway is built on these 4 pillars. The family oriented. These products are designed for everybody every day, whatever age group. When you see in a moment what help the Echo Connection gives to young children, it's absolutely amazing. When you hear the thanks that you get from customers that have had problems at a later stage in life, they're not suffering with those ailments anymore, that is absolutely amazing. So from young to old, you know, these products are really designed for everyone. They are fully sustainable. You know, when you look at hemp and what an amazing product it is carbon neutral and in some cases carbon negative on the environment. We are completely and utterly driven by science. There are no other companies out there that are spending as much time, as much money, and putting as much research into development of new products as we are. And of course, all of our products are natural and botanical. They are completely non-GMO. They are FDA approved. They're free from any additives or nutrients. They're all completely natural and botanical. There you can see some of the companies and some of the press areas we've also had articles printed about us. So if you're tuning in from somewhere outside of the UK, perhaps somewhere else in Europe, when I first enrolled on this list, it just said USA. That's all there was. We're so thankful now that last year we managed to roll out in May, and we are still in our soft launch phase. So if you're just tuning in now, you're lucky to do so. These are the countries that we can currently ship our products to. We're looking this quarter to expand into the Russia and the Balkan regions. We have plans this November for Hong Kong, also this year, Mexico and South America, different parts of Asia as well are going to be coming on board. So the expansion is absolutely huge. We're just growing and growing, and every single month we've got something new developing within the company. So the Camaway family of products, like I say, the range is always varying. It's always increasing as well. But they are tested in accredited tested laboratories. It's a full seed to table testing process. They're 100% natural and organic, grown here in the European Union. These are grown in generation farms as well, so we know that they're completely free from herbicides, from pesticides. They're completely non-GMO, because when it comes to these type of products, it really does start from the soil. You need to make sure you don't have any contamination in the soil, because if you have, then it's just going to continue on through into the plants as well. It could end up doing you more harm than good. So you want full traceability when you're looking at any products like these. So starting off with our Canaway Pure Gold CBD. This is absolutely an amazing product, and for me personally, it's changed my life. I've gone from a point where I struggled to stand up and sit down from a sofa to being able to run up the stairs without any issues whatsoever. This for me is an absolute must. I'd never go anywhere without it, because the relief it gives me from the back pain that I've suffered, because it is an anti-inflammatory, it gets rid of all that inflammation, it gets rid of all that discomfort and pain that I suffer with. This is also a product that I've got my dad on now. He's off a well-known opiate, thanks to this, which to me is more important than anything else. When you're looking at CBD though, please be aware there are different types of CBD. There's different, it isn't apples for apples. You will find, number one, a PCR oil, phytocannabinoid rich oil, which is generally made with cold pressed seeds. It does have trace amounts of cannabinoids in it, so you get benefits from that. And it's great for your omegas as well. Generally, you'll see this has a percentage. It's usually a smaller percentage as well. Like the high street brand, you'll see has 2.5%, 5%, something like that. That's a PCR oil. Check the bottle, you can see it on there. That's generally a ratio of what the PCR is to the carrier oil. That's the percentage. Then you'll see an isolate. Now, especially in the market unregulated at the moment, you've got to be careful that it is what it says it is. It doesn't have any THC in it. It isn't illegal. It isn't going to get you high. It isn't going to fail a drugs test for you. That it is fully isolated. It is decarboxylated, and you've got the product out the right way. Now, an isolate, again, will have a percentage. Generally, it's a higher percentage, could be 10, 20, 30%. That's because it's one cannabinoid that's taken out, and it's mixed then with the carrier oil. A full spectrum oil, very, very different kettle of fish. So a full spectrum oil is using all parts of the plant, but more importantly, it's using all of the cannabinoids. Apart from what we do is we distill and take out the THC, so it has no psychoactive effect whatsoever. It's fully safe and non-psychoactive. So when it comes to it, and I can say this with my hand on my heart, that you will not find this same quality product. When you look at it like for like and compare it exactly, you will not find the same quality product for the same price or less anywhere else. And that's a fact. Absolutely amazing. Now, leading on to the Kannaway essential oils, these are a phenomenal product. These are mixed with our unique cannabis terpenes, but also with a wonderful bee-bong herbal blend of extracts. What is bee-bong? Well, it's Korean for secret. This is something of ancient Oriental medicine. This is something that's been passed on from lineage to lineage. This was used for the Korean royal family, and they do exactly what they say on the tin. You can see the yellow one there is the energy, the turquoise one is tranquility, and the red one is immunity. Now, this is something that I've been having going in the burners for quite a while now, the immunity especially, especially while I was over in the UK. It's definitely kept the colds at bay for me. And whenever I need a boost of energy, I stick that in my burner as well. You can put these in humidifiers, burners, or you can be added to topical points in the body as well. The hemp vape atomizer, this is absolutely amazing. This is the quickest way to get CBD into your body. It's the fastest delivery system, taking it through your lungs. It gets straight into your bloodstream. We do a citrus 100 milligram, and we've now also introduced a 300 milligram, so 3 times the strength, eucalyptus flavor as well. The Kannaway salve, this is absolutely phenomenal product. It's a gaffer tape of our products, really, or our gateway drug. It's the one you try, and once you get the results, you want to try out the rest, because it actually does what it says. You know, it's amazing for your skin. When you realize that the skin is the largest organ in your body, you know you need to treat it well. I'm sat here now with a friend of mine that I've come over to visit. He's been using this product on his skin. He's had a cut on his hand. He's absolutely amazed every day for the past 2 days how quick it's healing and the properties that it's giving him. That's because we have this system in our bodies, and it's designed to accept these cannabinoids. The Cannabis Beauty and Skincare range, well, this is absolutely phenomenal. If you want to have good skin, there's nothing can beat this. Cannabis Beauty is 2019's beauty secret. This is the one to go for. You can see we've been featured with these products in Vogue, Huffington Post, USA Today, Pop Sugar, Marie Claire, and Elle magazine. These are amazing publications, and these are big publication guys. So it goes to show the quality of the products. The premium humus oil, this is something we're really proud of. This is something that's quite unusual within the market, and you will not find anywhere else with any other company. That is because this is CBD derived from hops. That's right, hops, which you can get from, you make beer from. So this is called the Kriya humulus hop plant. It's been developed in India for the last 7 years, where we've got an amazing quality and grade of CBD produced from it. So just like our pure gold, it is 120 ml bottle and 1,000 milligrams of CBD as well, mixed with our MCT oil. We've also now launched, because it isn't just a CBD company, we are the hemp company, hemp clothing. We've got the Hempies t-shirts, we've launched the wallets, the beanies, the belts. There's a lot more selection than what you see on the screen here. We can just get to the website and have a look at that. You can check out all of the full range. The Canaway Super Greens is a great way to supplement your diet every single day. If you're not one for getting the best nutrients into your system, well, this gives you 40 different superfoods, which are nutrient-dense ingredients to ensure that you can get all the building blocks to a healthy body each day. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to start your day. And if you're like me, you also want to stick it in with the Canaway Power Protein. I love this as a meal replacement to get me started first thing in the morning, as I'm not a great starter for eating breakfast, but this does give me energy. Every single day I do this. And of course, it seems since I've been using it for a meal replacement, a couple of pounds have been dropping off as well. Whether that's a coincidence or not, I don't know. But it does say it's great to lose body fat or to build muscle mass as well. Excuse me. So I was telling you about Echo earlier. Write down this website, echoconnection.org. This is our cause. This is something that's very, very close to my heart. I'm very, very passionate about this. All the pictures here you see are all families that are part of our Echo organisation. Echo stands for education, collaboration and hope. I'm so, so proud and so, so honoured to say that I had a personal experience with our team to have the first Echo child in Europe sponsored. And it's a little girl from my hometown of Preston in Lancashire. This little girl was having over 100 seizures a day. She's now down to 20 or less, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's given the family a new lease of life, and they're off 24/7 vigilant care, watching her now, where they were so worried that any of these seizures could have taken her life. And to give that family this relief, and for the charity, for our non-profit organisation to be able to give that aid is absolutely phenomenal. So I'd love to spread the word about this. You know, there's the website, take a note of it, tell others people about it as well. Really, really help other people educate themselves on cannabinoids and the benefits of cannabinoids. Echo's there to do that. I can't make medical claims, they can. If you look on there, there's an A to W of ailments, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, cancer, dementia, rheumatism, tumours, all sorts of different things. Look on there, look in the education tab. There's over 24,000 medical case studies that tell you about these different things, treatments with cannabinoids. So when it comes to the business, I'm talking about the right place at the right time. We all hear about being in the right place at the right time, or we all want to be in the right place at the right time. Now, when you look at cannabis, it's on the tip of everybody's tongues at the minute. It's something sexy, it's something trendy. CBD, we're hearing about it, it's in the news, it's in the papers, it's in magazines. Celebrities are coming out using it. There's more and more people endorsing it. So now it is the right place and the right time to be involved with these products. Now, looking at the graphs here, and these are quotes from Forbes from March 2018, so almost a year ago. 2014, it started at $4.6 billion in sales in America. They were predicting that by 2020, which is next year, that it's going to go up to $22 billion. That's just in the USA alone. When you look at the statistics for Europe, well, they're estimating it's $115 billion. That's billion with a B, and that is an absolute phenomenal amount. This is the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this industry, when it comes to this business. The end of the prohibition of cannabis is right now. We are here, we are now, we are just starting, and we're spreading the word. So that's why this is the right place at the right time. Why network marketing? Why an opportunity in this space? Well, why would you look to set up your own legal cannabis business? Why would you spend all the fees that you'd need to spend to get the licenses to do it? Why would you have to fight with merchants to try and get a credit card facility to allow you to take payment for cannabis? You know, why would you have to try to jump through all the legal loopholes? Why would you try and find a reputable supplier that is supplying what they say that they should be supplying? Why go through all that trouble of purchasing the stock, holding the stock, placing the stock wherever it needs to be, listing it, posting it, all the logistics that go with it, when network marketing can do it all for you? If you're joining a company with 500,000 distributors or less, it's a cutting edge opportunity. 100,000 distributors or less is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Well, Canaway, according to this slide, is 35,000, but I can tell you now, we're around about 52,000 distributors worldwide. So that's what we currently have. 100,000 distributors or less is a once in a lifetime opportunity, guys. So now's the time to jump in. When you realize that network marketing, direct sales is generating a massive 178 billion in annual global sales, which is over double what the movie industry, what Hollywood with all the film production and everything else does. We're doing more than double that. Most of you won't even know you've probably purchased products from a network marketing company before now. Most of you have certainly heard of Avon, and that's one of the biggest network marketing companies in the UK. The industry pays out an average $200 million per day in global commissions. So how do you get paid with us? We've got loads of different ways we get paid. There's 5 different ways we get paid. 10 different ways we get paid. But what I've got to point out here is, I love this picture. You see the dollars here with the little heart in the middle? This is because we get to hemp from the heart. And every dollar we make, every pound, every pence, every penny, every cent, every euro, whatever currency you work in, every single penny that you make is from helping somebody else. It's from changing somebody else's life. It's giving them better health. That's absolutely amazing. And it is something that is life-changing. It's a great feeling to have. So how do you get started? How do you become a brand ambassador? And what are the benefits of becoming a brand ambassador? Well, it's only €47.80 annually to become a brand ambassador. For that, you get wholesale pricing on your hemp products. You're not paying the retail price, you're getting them at wholesale. You can earn from the compensation plan just for sharing with friends, family, people close to you, people that you know. You can get a replicated Canaway website, which is provided to support you for sharing. You want to tell other people about it, share the chance for people to buy products from your website without you having to hold stock. Just give them your website. They order the products from Canaway. They pay Canaway. Canaway ship them the products and they pay you a commission. How cool is that? Now, you've got a virtual office as well. That keeps track of your team and earnings. So every time you're gaining customers, every time you're bringing on new team, every time they're bringing on new team and new customers, you can track it virtually from your own back office. Literally, all you need is a mobile phone. You can click onto it, look on it, check it out, see how your team's doing, see how it's growing, see where the business is coming from, see if anyone needs help. It's great at the end of the month as well if you're helping team members. They're pushing maybe to get a promotion. It's an amazing tool to have. This is all for, what, £43 a year? The great thing is you can earn as you learn as well. Learn to be an entrepreneur. It's a great stepping stone into having your own business, being self-employed and doing something for yourself. While you're doing that, you're helping others create better health and also wealth along the way. So the best bit is you're also eligible for special trips and incentives. So if you like getting away, like I do, hence why I'm away from the snow at the moment, there's some amazing trips and incentives up for grabs as well. So what about products? What about some of the perks and some of the ways you can get paid? One of the first ones I like to talk about is the 3 and free. The 3 and free is very, very simple. You purchase some products. You then share 3 products with 3 different people. You get the average of what they order, what you order free. So all you need to do is speak to 3 people. If they decide they like the products and want to use them as well, you're getting your products free. It's that simple. There's actually 10 different ways to get paid, as I said earlier. I'm not going to go into all of these, but you can see from number 2 here, direct sales bonuses. You've got anything from $20 up to $450. That's per sale that you make of one of our value packs. There's a way to have triple direct sales bonuses as well. If you want to earn 30% commission, you can go for what's called a fast start qualification as well. There's a couple of different ways to do that. You can get back to the person who invited you to the call this evening to tell you more about that. But also we do have an incentive on, which I will tell you about in just a moment, which is available just until the end of January. The most important one that grabs everyone's attention because it's so unique to the industry is a minimum income guarantee. What this means is as your business grows and as your team grows, your monthly volume grows. When that grows, you get promotions. When you get promotions, you get a bonus for doing so, but also you get what's called a minimum income guarantee. That means if you don't reach that amount within that month, the company will simply top it up by that. Now you can see, starting at Executive Director, it's $500 a month, going up to Crown Ambassador Elite, which is $83,333 a month. I'm very close at the moment to Regional Director, which will give me a minimum income guarantee of $5,000 a month. So that's in just over a year. That's not a bad place to be, you know, and it's something that's very, very achievable. It's not like I've reinvented the wheel. It's not like I'm doing something brand new. I've just learned what I've been taught and just followed a simple, proven, predictable pattern of activities, a simple, duplicatable system. If you want to be in one of these price brackets, want to be earning one of these as a secondary income, just let us know. We can tell you how to get there. So as you go up the ranks, as your volume grows, as your business grows, there's different trips and incentives that are available to you. It goes up to Rolex watches and even Tesla cars. You get a green Tesla when you get up to double Crown Ambassador Elite. So what are the next steps from here? Number 1, become a customer. Try some of our products. See how you feel about them. See what sort of results you get. Maybe you know somebody close to you, family, friends, that may benefit from them as well. Maybe you'd want to recommend some to those as well. Number 2, you might want to become a brand ambassador. You might say, do you know what? I just want to jump on board. I know about CBD. I've heard about this before. I know the opportunities right now. And you know what? I just want to get involved in the business. Whichever you choose to do, just get back to the person who invited you to the call this evening. Tell them what you want to do. So if you're wanting to get started, you want to try a few products out, you can buy individual products. Just get onto our website to do that. Get the link off the person who invited you to the call. Or if you want to try a variety of the products, you can see we've got starter value packs and pure value packs. These represent amazing value for money, work out a hell of a lot cheaper than buying just the single products on their own. The pure value pack, if you're looking to try the oil, definitely recommend as amazing value for money at £229. The wholesale price for a bottle of oil is £140. So, you know, it'd be 280 quid just for 2 bottles of oil. So you get a salve and you get 10 travel salves with that as well. Great value for money. If you're looking at starting a business, well, why not look at the Fast Start Junior Executive Pack? This is the one you need to start with if you're going for your Fast Start qualification. If you want to enroll 3 new people or sell 3 value packs within your first 30 days, then you're Fast Start qualified. You can alternatively go for, get Fast Start qualified in January, purchase the Fast Start Senior Executive Pack or the Fast Start Total Experience Pack, and you can earn triple direct sales commissions for life just by purchasing one of these packs. This, I have to say, unfortunately expires today. It is the end of the month for this opportunity. But just get back to the person who invited you to call and tell them which pack you want. If it's one of either the Senior Executive Pack you can see there, or the Total Experience Pack also listed there. Now, 2 different prices. The green prices are retail price. the red price is a wholesale price as well. The all prices, as I say, are based on the euro exchange rate and are approximate. So guys, thank you very much for tuning in this evening. I hope you got great value from it. Just want to finish off by saying our products are for every day, for everyone. Thank you very much for your time. Just get back to the person who invited you to this call and have an amazing evening. Take care.